Initially, the outsourcing sector provided voice-based service. Now the trend is to move towards non-voice-based service. Anything can be outsourced. Initially, it was the case of business process outsourcing. Now people are talking about knowledge process outsourcing, applying knowledge in carrying out outsourcing activities. So these companies where we have carried out the survey, they are basically knowledge process outsourcing companies, and therefore some part of the workers, they are knowledgeable workforce who have to be employed in that sector. And what we have tried to study is whether workers, this category of workers, they perceive fairness in that outsourcing sector, especially in the post-recession period. And what we have tried to track is that whether workers in this sector believe that the compensation that they are getting, whether it is good, whether they understand that there is need to form unions in that sector, whether they believe that fairness prevails in handling human resource issues. These are the issues that we have tried to track through our paper, and we have got a mixed response from the workers. There are areas where workers perceive that fairness prevails. In terms of employment relations, in terms of certain other activities, fairness prevails. But in terms of compensation, workers complain that they are getting a little bit less than they are supposed to get. In terms of fairness, they believe that performance appraisal system needs to be more unbiased and more transparent. These are the issues that we have got from the paper. More importantly, what workers believe is that there is need to form workers association or employees association, and also the need to form employee association to address grievance issues in the post-recession period. There was no threat to jobs, but what workers in the outsourcing sector felt is that the bargaining power of the management increased a bit in the post-recession period. These are the main findings of our paper. The basic question is the need to form unions within the outsourcing sector. That has to be handled because that's a very delicate issue on which workers are not interested to have a direct opinion on that part. Even management is not interested. So indirectly we have to address the issue. The other question is what can be the proper human resource management strategy for organizations in the outsourcing sector, because HRM, human resource management, is in the forming stage in the outsourcing sector. So how do we have a proper mix of human resource management practices? These are the two main issues which need to be addressed in the outsourcing sector. Other issues often definitely revolve around the employment relations perspective, because the traditional form of employment relations that is relevant in case of manufacturing sector is not relevant in case of the outsourcing sector. So how do you look at employment relations in the outsourcing sector? That's also an area which needs further exploration. So these are the three issues which I think should be explored as part of further research.